the king of cool, the master of monologues, and the man who can make one word sound like Shakespeare. Welcome to the Samuel L. Jackson Quiz! 40 questions, no snakes on this plane, no purple lightsabers required, just you, your movie brain, and the loudest legend in Hollywood. Let's go! What year was Samuel L. Jackson born? Born in 48, still stealing every scene today. Which Quentin Tarantino film made Jackson a global star? Correct. Jules Winfield, Bible verse and all. True or false? Jackson has appeared in more than 100 films. Yep, the man never stops working. In Star Wars, what color was Mace Windu's lightsaber? The only Jedi stylish enough for purple. Which Marvel character does Jackson famously play? Nick Fury, the glue of the Avengers. Jackson starred with John Travolta in which film? Two hitmen, one briefcase, endless memes. Which movie featured the famous line, "I've had it with these snakes on this plane"? One of the greatest movie quotes of all time. True or false? Jackson holds the Guinness World Record for highest grossing actor of all time. Correct, thanks Marvel plus Star Wars. What 2000 film saw Jackson play private detective John Shaft? Can you dig it? Shaft Reborn. In Django Unchained, what was Jackson's role? Steven, loyal, cunning, unforgettable. Which sports film starred Jackson as a high school basketball coach? Correct. Discipline, sweat, and victory. True or false? Jackson once had a stutter growing up. Yes, he overcame it with acting. Legendary. Which Marvel film was Jackson's first full Nick Fury appearance? Iron Man's end credits scene. Cinematic history began. In Unbreakable, who did Jackson play? The most fragile villain ever, but deadly smart. Jackson co-starred with Bruce Willis in which 1995 action film? Yippee-ki-yay! Sam joined the chaos. True or false? Jackson was in Jurassic Park. Hold on to your butts, iconic one-liner. Which Spike Lee film featured a breakout role for Jackson? Correct, Mr. Senor Love Daddy, the DJ. Who played opposite Jackson in The Negotiator? Intense face-off between two powerhouse actors. Which Quentin Tarantino Western featured Jackson? Major Marky Warren, freezing but fiery. In Captain Marvel, Jackson's Nick Fury befriends what alien race? That cat goose, though, MVP. True or false, Jackson was in Goodfellas. Brief but memorable, Stax Edwards. What year was Pulp Fiction released? "1994, cinema changed forever." Which action comedy paired Jackson with Ryan Reynolds? One Hitman, One Bodyguard, Endless Laughs. True or false, Jackson once appeared in a music video by Michael Jackson. Yep, he was in Remember the Time. Which Tarantino film cast Jackson as Ordell Robbie? Cool, cunning, and stylish as ever. In Kong, Skull Island, what was Jackson's role? Military Man versus Giant Ape. Guess who won? Which animated superhero did Jackson voice? Where is my supersuit? True or false? Jackson once battled drugs before Hollywood's success. He overcame addiction in the 90s and soared. Jackson co-starred with Colin Farrell in which police thriller? Correct. Tactical gear and explosions galore. Which 1995 film gave Jackson his first Oscar nomination? Best Supporting Actor nod. Breakthrough role. Who played opposite Jackson in A Time to Kill? Their courtroom showdown was unforgettable. Which Marvel film featured de-aged Nick Fury? Young Fury and still cool. True or false? Jackson has worked with Quentin Tarantino over 5 times. Correct. Tarantino loves his Sam. In The Incredibles, what's Frozone's real name? Coolest name for the coolest guy. Jackson co-starred with Gina Davis in which 1996 action film? Explosive chemistry and killer one-liners. What's Jackson's middle name? Samuel Leroy Jackson, smooth even in full form. In Unbreakable, what was Mr. Glass's first name? Elijah Price, fragile but fierce. True or false, Jackson once appeared in a Marvel post-credit scene with a shawarma joke. Yep, Fury's always hungry for justice. Which 2012 film featured Jackson as a villainous arms dealer? With a lisp and style unforgettable. In what city was Samuel L. Jackson born? Born in D.C., raised in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Bonus time! Which of these films was not a Samuel L. Jackson role? And that's a wrap on the Samuel L. Jackson IQ test. If you nailed it, congrats! You're cooler than Frozone with a super suit. If not, don't worry, even Nick Fury had to wait until the end credits. Drop your score below, smash that like button harder than Sam slams a monologue, and subscribe for more Hollywood quizzes that'll leave you shouting, "Say what again?"